In Shadows of Evil, we got a bunch of different ciphers that were very vague in their messages, and they were just little things that were kind of precursors to the upcoming DLCs and content, and also still some things that have never been answered. So we'll be looking at a couple of those today. Now, we aren't going to be looking at every single cipher in Shadows of Evil just because there are so many and we can't cover them all, and they don't really pertain to this topic at hand, so we're only going to be looking at 3 of them today, but these 3 are extremely juicy and extremely interesting. So the first one we have here is, although they have discovered the way, premise will fail. And then the second one we have is, the formless one will be their downfall. And then the third one is, M is interested in these worthless beings, all his work will be undone. So I want you to think about these ciphers in terms of everything that's about to happen in DLC 4 Revelations, or everything that's supposed to actually come to fruition, everything that we saw in the trailer as well, you know, with Dr. Monty, and all the souls being sent up to him. The plan to save the universe has been thought up by Dr. Monty. It is now being executed by Richtofen and carried out by him, and this plan entails and includes gathering all the souls and also Richtofen's own secret agenda, which is getting the blood vials in order for his own protection, or he's keeping that secret away from Maxis. He doesn't want Maxis protected for some weird reason, and he hasn't really told the other characters what the blood vials are for, only that it's for their protection. So with that all being said, let's look at our first cipher again in that same context. So our first cipher reads as follows: although they have discovered the way, premise will fail. Now I would say this is written by the Shadow Man because this seems like somebody who's pretty confident in his plan that even though they have discovered the way, premise being our 4 characters, that they're still going to fail no matter what they try, you know, no matter what kind of things they might have up their sleeve, they're going to fail no matter what, and he's pretty much 100% sure of that fact. Now, it's hard to say for certain if the Shadow Man knows that Richtofen has the blood vials for his protection on him, because even though he knows that he will fail, Richtofen may be using this as a countermeasure because he knows that if he does fail to the Shadow Man, I mean, there's a great chance that he could, but, you know, the blood is going to protect him, or maybe at least just give him more tries against the Shadow Man. That's what I think is going on here, but we are completely unaware if the Shadow Man is actually aware about Richtofen's blood vials. We aren't really sure. Now, the second cipher is, the formless one will be their downfall. Now, this is pretty clearly referring to the Shadow Man. Now, a lot of people have been kind of disagreeing with me about this, but I do believe the Shadow Man because he is formless inside the Summon Key. The only reason why he has a form like as that man himself is because he sort of embodied Dr. Maxis. When Maxis sort of was weak-minded, he picked up the Summoning Key and got embodied by him, got taken over. That's the only reason why he has a form right now. Now this last one is pretty interesting just because of the way it's worded and the phrases that it uses. This one says, M is interested in these worthless beings, all his work will be undone. Now the reason that I find this one particularly interesting is because we all know as M is Dr. Monty now. That's already kind of been established, but the first time we heard that was actually a radio in Zetsubo no Shima when Dr. Maxis was referring to Monty as M, you know, kind of showing up at his doorstep and it making no sense how he was there. He made no logical reason for his presence in any capacity, and that kind of begs the question, are all the writers of these ciphers the same person? I feel like maybe the writers of the first 2 that we discussed were the Shadow Man, but maybe this third one was Maxis. We don't know, and it's pretty interesting. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think the writers of these ciphers are different people, or do you think maybe all the Shadow Man, all Maxis? What do you guys think about these? But what I take away from this is that the Shadow Man is completely aware of Dr. Monty's plan and how it's being executed by Richtofen, and he's already got his own countermeasures ready, and we're going to be doing this in DLC 4. It's going to be this huge, enormous, and intense battle. It's going to be absolutely amazing. DLC 4 is going to be wrapped up very, very soon, guys. But that is pretty much all I've got for you guys today. I just wanted to take everything that we saw in Shadows of Evil, all these new ciphers, and kind of put them in light of DLC 4 and the Revelations trailer, and kind of everything that we've come to know that's about to happen in these next couple of days. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think about these. Who do you think the writers of these ciphers are? I'm really interested. Everything's coming full circle. Everything's starting to make sense. So I'm really happy about that. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Don't forget to drop a like on the video if you guys enjoyed, and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next